Hey, happy Wednesday, guys. Thank you for tuning in to Meet the Shoe. You know who we are, so we ain't going to introduce ourselves. And if you don't, y'all better get along and start following us now.
Okay,
Yes,
I'm Nina.
and I'm Sade. Well, today it's been a lot of drama going on, girl. Um,
In the reality world, huh?
in real world, it's like, why do guys or men get upset about not getting your phone number? They want to call you all kind of names and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I've been in that predicament before in the
Can't
past.
handle that rejection,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And I'm like, no, I'm not giving you, I'll get you then. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
then some
A
people go to
fact.
extinct. I mean, all the way to the top,
Yeah.
0 to 100. So this young lady,
Uh-huh.
I don't know her nationality. It's different people saying what she is, either Somalian
Mm-hmm.
or I'm not sure, but
Mhm.
it's on other Somalian channels or some of their TikToks. Some of them
Right.
speak Arabic and some of them speak the
It's
some.
going viral,
It has gone
definitely.
very much viral, and
And wait, but one thing that about it, well, say what happened so then I can describe.
so the young lady was outside, and she was surrounded around a lot of guys, young
Mhm.
guys, older guys,
Mhm.
and the guy and one man stepped up to her and asked for a phone number, and she said no. She rejected. She said no, I don't want to give you my phone number.
Okay.
So I guess they went back and forth with words, from what
Hmm.
I'm assuming. And
Okay.
then he picks up a brick. He says something else, and she just looking around. She say like, "Ain't y'all gonna stop him? He picked up a brick." You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
None of the men stepped up in her defense to even say stop it or tell them, no, don't do it. He hit her upside the side of her face. I mean,
Okay.
swollen. I mean, you don't.
Her face was like
Very,
out to here.
very like.
Like that much, like an inch,
I think
at least that much sticking out the side
three
of her
inches
face.
out her face.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm looking like you could have really damaged something. You could have killed her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
'Cause that it looked really bad from here to her ear and back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's sad that a man, you call yourself a man,
Mhm.
to pick up a weapon to hit a woman.
Right.
What kind of punk are you?
Right. And she there was another video that showed her talking to the guys and asking them,
Hey,
"How are
Jamaica.
y'all? Hey Mela, how are y'all gonna allow him to hit me? Y'all just stood there and she was inward this, inward that, and going off. Now, to be devil's advocate and say what the guys were saying and what people were saying. The
Uh-huh.
guys were stating that she slapped the man, that she put hands on the man. I
First.
don't know if that was the story because there also was another video of another woman fighting a guy in a store, and he was he looked like he was like Spanish and black or Dominican, or he was of some other culture, but she was clearly a black woman.
Right.
They were in a store and he was in a setting of punching her like he was fighting a dude. Like that's how bad he was fighting her.
Mm-hmm.
And no one helped. But then when a
Wow.
guy came, the guy she was talking to on the phone, he came. The dude asked to square up with him. He left. Like, why are you not squaring up now? You just had all
Right.
that energy for a woman, but then when a man came, you had no energy for him.
That
You
don't
had
make sense.
none. You were explaining yourself. You were way across the street. You wanted to talk across the street. You didn't want to come face to face. He asked you to come talk to him, tell him
Right.
what happened, and you walked off. That's the sucker stuff that I'm seeing it just consistently. Like,
Yeah. It's
what
happening
is
a lot.
it with the black woman that everybody mimics, copies, and hates? Like,
And
you
want to
want to be
abuse.
us, you
Yeah.
copy every single thing that we do. Every single thing that we do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then on top of that, you take every single conversation that we say and try to twist it and flip it. It originates from us,
Right.
right? Then at the same time, when we're strong and defending ourselves for the sucker stuff, like the lady was talking about, then you want to beat us. Like, we don't have no win and no.
And not no situations at all. It's like,
Yes, it's really frustrating because even with me being outside a lot,
Mm-hmm.
being involved in entertainment, podcasts, and just being outside around, just naturally going walk in the store, Target, whatever. I'm constantly, consciously saying to myself, how am I going to react to a situation that may be foul?
Yeah, and it's
Because you don't
hard.
have no protection.
No.
And you say to your mind, like, to the day you leave this earth, you have to move in a unit.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, all especially black women, you have to move in a unit,
Yeah,
because who is there to protect you? I can't look at my brother, I can't look at my uncle, I can't look at, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I could,
you
but when you
could.
sit and you say that, it's like, you to be in this world and you don't have no protection of nothing. It's like, I gotta get I gotta bear arms in some kind of way. In
Yeah,
my
you have
situation,
to.
it would be illegally, right?
Right,
As what they would say in the state of Minnesota, it would be illegally. But gotta bear arms because you would try to harm me and I can't protect myself.
right, right. Yeah, it's hard to say because everything happens so fast. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then you get into a disagreement with someone. It's kind of hard to, you say, it's once that disrespect come in a way, it's like hard to back out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
yes,
try
yes.
to backpedal. It's
Right.
kind of hard because you feel like, they kind of try to punk me. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Or
right,
this person hit me, and I'm not supposed to hit back. I mean,
right,
what am I supposed to do in
right.
that situation? And
Mhm.
it's hard. And you think about it, like somebody hit me, and I'm like thinking, like, should I hit this person back? Because I'm trying to change, but you know what I'm
Right,
saying. In the same token, I think about it, and I'm like, man, forget this mess. Let me put
right.
my work in because you shouldn't have touched me.
Right, right. And then at the same time, it's you have people that depend on you, that
Exactly.
you're accounted for, and that they wouldn't know what to do.
Right.
I'm gonna give you a scenario of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a very close family member, on my birthday
Mm-hmm.
last month when we went out to eat, used their credit card to pay for the meal, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Treated me, pay for their meal, and popular restaurant. If anybody can want to go back, I'm not gonna call them out, but if they want to go back and look at my pictures on my Instagram, they can see. We went to this restaurant, enjoyed ourselves, really nice time.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 days later, that following Monday, right? We went and ate on that Saturday. That following Monday, um, at like 7:30 in the morning, they got a notification that their card was used, $172
Oh wow.
from Walmart.
What?
And when a transaction went in that early and the person was on their way to work, was about to start work. So
Uh-huh.
they didn't check it maybe right at that time, but a few, maybe an hour or two later, they
Uh-huh.
see that that money was missing out of their account. So they contacted Wells Fargo and told
Right.
them, hey, why do I got a transaction on here for Walmart? I'm at work.
Right.
So narrowed it all the way down. So wait a minute, they thought that it came from one restaurant that was on the night before,
Mm-hmm.
because that was the last time they used the card. The last time they used the
Right.
card was like 7 hours prior, right? It was
Mm-hmm.
the night
Mm-hmm.
before, 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock, whatever at night, Sunday.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Narrowed it all down, went through the transactions, went through it back and forth with Walmart to see the items that was purchased. Well, it was a purchase from a specific background that we know, where we narrowed it all the way down to which restaurant it came from, right?
Mm.
And the item that was purchased was for management. It was somebody that was of the staffing of that restaurant.
Wow.
It wasn't an employee of the restaurant that was
Right.
maybe doing the transactions with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or a waitress or whatever. It was someone higher up.
Wow.
And they thought that, hey, This is why I'm explaining this. Oh, you could do this to the black people because it was all kind of cultural
Yeah,
people.
it was. It was the
It was a
culture.
mixture of
It
people,
was
right?
very
Right.
mixture. Yep.
And so when you go back and you look at those things and you say, it's not only the fact that you're constantly taking, harming us, bad enough that we're constantly groped,
Yeah.
constantly verbally disrespected for years,
Mhm.
forever, for centuries, right?
Mhm.
Raped, and now beaten all over again, right?
Right.
Now you're down to the dollars that you see this table to think that you can play games and take money from the our account and think that we're not paying that any attention. So I want to say on our platform that anytime you're going to a restaurant, my suggestion would be put on a card that a Visa card.
Right.
Don't put it on your debit cards, right?
Right.
Don't even use your credit cards at restaurants because you can easily narrow it down when you're going to a Home Depot, a Target,
Right.
a Walmart. Thank goodness that Walmart was very communicative with my family member, very communicative, and giving her, well, it was this name, is that, but they told her, they said, it's probably a lie. It's a fake name. It's
Mm.
not the actual person that's
Right.
doing this. Narrowed it down to the place. So the police say, you can file a police report, and we're not telling you not to, but
Mhm.
it's gonna get lost in because it was $172. And granted, the bank's gonna cover you.
Yeah.
So it's not nothing where we can go knock on a door
Right.
about.
Right.
So I don't want to tell you to let it go. And he was really kind. I don't want to
Mhm.
tell you to let it go, but you probably gonna have to let it go because it's just gonna get lost in the shuffle
Lost in
with a
yeah.
lot of other petty thefts and crimes, right? Not
Mhm.
saying the situation that, and he was, not saying the situation that you experience is petty, right? But the fact that you what you went through, where it's
Mhm.
not as serious as other crimes, so we're not gonna
Right.
check it out. So, like I said, it's best I'm gonna start using Visa cards going into restaurants
Oh
in the
yes.
future, and especially when I go out of town. When I'm it's just best to load on an out of town card and just continue to just use just that card.
Yeah, but you know what? I call myself using a Cash App card. I just went on a gat. I said, you know what? I'm gonna go get a Cash App card because a lot of my clients pay with Cash App. So
Right.
I leave that money on Cash App, and I'll
Mhm.
probably shop or do some little shopping with or buy something with it.
Right.
And at your party, I went across the street to the CVS to get out waters and stuff twice.
Right. Right.
Ice the
Right.
water, ice.
Right.
So I just used that card for the day. Do
Right.
you know, like 2 hours later, someone just tried to, I don't know how. It had to been the lady that was sitting at, I don't know how.
Right.
But they was trying to charge $197 on my card. Yes. And I got the notifications like because you didn't have your code, because that's how I got it. I had to have
Right.
the digits,
Yep. You got to put
to
a code in. I do.
yeah.
Hmm.
And we declined the purchase, the
Okay.
transaction. I said,
Good.
well, thank you, Lord,
Good.
but somebody from that store because I don't
Right.
use that card a lot,
Right. Right.
and I
Yep.
only
See,
used
that's
it
what I'm
that day.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
People are
Now
so slick nowadays. Even
it's
the cashiers, you know what I'm saying?
mhm.
And did you see like a week or so ago, a young lady was working at Burger King or McDonald's drive through,
Okay.
and people were giving her the credit card. She
Okay.
was live streaming the numbers off of there to whoever it was, the car, front of the car, and the
Oh,
back
they're
of the
not
car.
supposed to be even actively on the phone when they're
Girl,
doing their job.
stealing people's credentials, stealing, getting their information off the credit cards, and probably going shopping with it. Because a lot of places you could just type it in. A lot of places let you
Right.
make
Right.
transactions like that if you remember your information.
Right. Yep. You're right. And it's just a numbers game, right? So what is going to happen is it's gonna be a whole bunch of you're gonna have to have more, they'd be like, well, give us a CVC on the back and all of that. It's gonna have to be another code, right? That you're gonna have to add to it, especially with this AI coming in. It's like, how are we, why are they even doing this? That's really bad.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah. I don't like that. The
Yeah,
AI.
I'm not liking it either.
Mm-mm.
I'm not
And
liking
then
it
why
either.
you talking about AI? So remember Drake and Weekend song, right?
Yeah.
And they made an AI off the music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it up for a nomination for the Grammys?
The AI one.
Yes. Hmm.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's no
It's just
authenticity or whatever it's called.
too
It's not.
much.
It's not authentic. I
It's not
mean,
authentic at all.
it. Okay, so I was listening to Ice Cube talk the other day to somebody in I think the UK, right? Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Jeff. Thank you. I was listening to Ice Cube talk about AI, right? He was
Hmm.
overseas and he was speaking to a journalist over there, and he was promoting the big three. And
Okay.
he described his NBA game that's on the off season. He's not interfering with NBA.
Hmm.
He's still fighting and going through sponsorship. He's they're playing overseas right now. They're trying to get sponsorship, and it's 3-on-3 instead of 5-on-5, right?
Yes. Right. Hmm.
And so he described that AI can be killed if we don't agree to it. Like we can dampen the
Yes. Yes.
situation, right?
Not using
Because it's
AI.
up to
Yeah.
us. It's up to us to not deal
Hmm.
with it, to do it.
Hmm. Right.
It's a way to prevent people from becoming, especially black people, to become millionaires, because the power is in the numbers. If all of us are gaining capital,
Hmm.
we're building power.
Hmm. Yep.
Not only that we have it in power there in Africa, right? That's
Hmm.
like the richest continent, right?
Yes.
um that we would gain it here. They're trying to, notice how, like, with so many platforms, like, they try to prevent anyone of color, they try to steal and take,
Yes.
what we create, and then, not properly pay,
Hmm.
what we're due, just like any other nationality, right? We have to
Right.
jump through so many hoops
A lot of
just to
hoops.
come up to get a resource.
Yeah. Exactly.
And anything that's not good for the earth can be eliminated if it's
Yeah.
all come together, because at the end of the day it's going to circle back. Everybody
It
thinks
will.
that you're doing these decisions and you know uh restricting black culture from doing things, but it always circles back to
Right.
other cultures. There was also a young lady, she was white, and she was talking about um, Medicare. And she described how, I guess, so many years ago, maybe 30, 40, 50 years ago, when they started developing the healthcare system,
Right.
they did it to remove the black male out of the household with the black woman, right?
Yeah.
The-
Medicare, welfare
yeah,
program.
Section
Yeah.
8, all of that, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So they always give a little stipulation, though, for it to work for the other cultures. You notice how on Section 8, your man can live there for 30 days, but that 31 day, that last day, he can't. He got to go somewhere.
Right. Hmm. Unless he's on Section 8 with you.
Unless he's on
And
Section 8
that's
with
highly
you.
unlikely because if you got two incomes, because they really encourage both parties to have jobs,
Yes.
and after that you're out the gap of the needing the help for fun.
But the male can have Section 8.
Yeah, a male
A
can.
man can have Section 8 too.
Hmm.
It's,
Yeah.
it's just, and if the woman lives there, they're going to take everything. I watched it. They're going to take everything from her side of it as well. So it works
Yeah.
both ways.
Yeah, it does.
She described on how um, the Medicare wouldn't even help poor white people.
Wow.
So it isn't always, it still circles back to money. It's not
It
even
does.
really always about color. It
Yeah,
still goes back to the money.
it does. It
If
really
they
does.
can take anything that you create and build, they will. If they can capitalize off of it, they will.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
They
Most
will.
definitely. Yes, they will. Well,
So let's get into
love and hip hop.
yeah. That's
Ooh.
gonna be a lengthy conversation.
Yes, and they've been going on for a whole week about it. It's
Yes.
like
So Love and Hip Hop has been going strong on TV for what 13 years now.
13, 14. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so it started off and we all know, the world knows everywhere that it's a black platform.
Yeah, it is.
The originators originally were Mashonda, which is Swiss Beats
Yes.
ex-wife, baby
Mhm.
mama, whatever, right? And Irv Gotti,
Yep.
baby mama, ex-wife, and Chrissy, right?
Yes, Chrissy.
They,
Yep.
those were the people that were supposed to kick the door open, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, politics come into play, and we known it to be Samaya Reese, Olivia, Emily, Chrissy. Am I missing somebody? This is the very first
The very
episode,
first
right?
group. Yeah.
So that was that episode. Boom. Then here goes Erica Mena. She's in since episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
So she's been riding the wave for 10, 11 years, 12 years,
Woo!
right?
Wow,
She's
that's a
been
long
going.
time.
She's been going, right? So you bring in Spice, right? Spice is a great add to it. Her stories are good.
Yeah,
She's
she
good.
is.
She's great to look at.
Yes, she is.
Erica Mena is good TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Because she's always gonna have some type of drama. She's
we know her for drama. She's attached onto that, and she's sick of it now. Now
yeah.
you could see in her face she's tired of it,
She
right?
should grow up out of it.
Yeah, she's grown up, right? And um, her and Spice get into it. You talk about somebody's kid. I don't care what you
Yeah,
say, and
you
you
can't talk
say
about somebody's
something
kid.
about somebody's child, and you attack. You
It's not.
sometimes say stuff that you don't even know what you're saying when you say it, because they hit a gut. They gave you a gut punch. Just
Man,
a
look.
ouch. It's an immediate ouch when it bring up the children,
Yeah,
right?
you can't do that. Mama Bear is gonna protect at all
Yeah.
costs,
And
no matter
so
what.
she's been attacked. I'm gonna say for Erica Mena, she's been attacked by Stevie J first. Let's start there. I
Yeah,
believe that was the first person that talked about her child on
yes,
TV,
yes,
right?
he did.
It wasn't really much that she could say, to that made her feel like she should say something, that feel good about being
Mm-hmm,
attacked about her child, right?
mm-hmm.
Don't know all of the back end of it. I'm just saying the front end of it, and I'm saying the TV loving hip hop, right?
Right.
When Stevie J talked about Erica Mena's son, it was out of pocket, period.
There was
Then it goes into Scrappy. Scrappy. And one of the other girls said something about her son too, right?
Erica was.
Yeah, about Erica's son.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, boom, here comes Spice. So now when she attacks back and she says, now this is a build-up for this lady, right?
Yeah.
She gets attacked and she says, call Spice a blue monkey.
Blue monkey. Yep.
Um, I think
I don't think.
she was a little bit light, and
Yeah.
let me say why. I'm not here to judge or say that it was a racial comment, right?
Right.
Mentally, she was not thinking race.
No.
She was thinking, I'm attacking you, but for talking about my son, bringing my son up to tell me as a
Mm-hmm.
mother, my son don't love me. And you are supposed to be my friend, and we
Yep.
are friends.
Now
Outside
I
of
think
all of the
right.
other stuff that's going on, like seriously,
Mm-hmm.
Sade,
If,
somebody talk that knows you.
mm-hmm.
We talking about come to my house, I come to your house, you come to mine. We
Yeah, we
chop it up.
chill. Yep.
We're on this show together.
Mm-hmm.
We're
I think if she was being
together.
derogatory, she would have said black monkey. But
Exactly.
she just seen the color she was wearing and went from there. I don't think she was trying to be that mean or something. And then she could say worse things.
Mean. I think that she was trying to be mean. She was trying to say something that would be good TV.
Yeah.
because she's known to be calculated.
Yeah. Okay.
You're saying something about, she didn't say, she said something about my child, and then guess what? They didn't show everything, but
No.
from what they showed her attacking Spice. I don't know about her attacking the children. I didn't hear that part.
No.
I could have missed it, but I didn't hear nothing else. All I know is the producers made it set up to
Mm-hmm.
where they attacked, the Spice attacked Erica Mena's son,
Yeah.
and Erica Mena attacked Spice, telling Spice she should have died in surgery and
Oh,
all of
now
that.
that yeah, that kind of she shouldn't. She went a little too far on
I
that.
mean,
She went. She did go too far. Sometimes you need to think about what you say, especially if you think you're gonna come back or you're trying to save something that you've been doing for a long time. I think she should have just kind of
I'm gonna say
pulled
this.
it back a little bit.
I'm gonna say this. You talk about my kid.
Yeah.
You talk about my kid on national TV,
And
and
she
then
probably already
I'm
know.
supposed to
Yeah.
be humble.
Yeah, because you never know the things they talked about behind closed doors off the camera, too. You know what I'm saying?
You
About she might.
said my son
Yeah.
don't love me.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? That I know
That's
that hit her
very,
hard.
very, very personal.
It is very personal.
And you said my child don't love me. That's not just the easy
Pill to
walk
swallow.
by. That's not like a B word or H word, or
No.
that's not
No.
that. Like,
No.
I don't
That was
know.
gut wrenching right
Here's my
there.
thing. I don't know if Erica Mena should be fired.
No,
I
she
don't know.
shouldn't. I don't think she should.
I don't even know
If
if Spice even wants her fired.
she don't. Spice does not even want her fired. Really, she really don't.
And
She
so
know
I
what
don't
she did.
think that the way that it was set up, that it was any good for the viewers that are really still interested in love and hip hop, because the ratings have plunged
Yeah.
because of all this dramatic storylines, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say that it's not still interesting, because I still watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not the one that's black that's going to say I don't watch it. I don't watch. I watch it.
Okay.
Because it's in all of our families,
Yes, it is.
even white people's families.
Yeah.
It's
Mm-hmm.
in it's in culture.
Yes, it is.
It's dramatic. It's relevant of now.
Yep.
And
And it's
there's not, and everybody has this thing to where they think that because they say this show is better than that, oh, it's not good for me, or it's not that. Well, what do you do in those kind of situations when those things come into the
in
family?
your
All
flat.
those conversations are at the family gatherings and all of that.
Yes, it is.
No, none of us wants to live this boring life, especially after COVID and how the world has changed since
Okay.
then. Everybody wants to see a little drama and hear a little
We need a
gossip
little bit of excitement
and
sometimes.
excitement. Exactly. So I
Yeah.
don't think that on a lighter note of it, Erica Mena, I hope that you don't get fired.
Me
I
too.
mean,
I hope she
it
don't get
doesn't
fired.
matter if you do or you don't,
But
to
you know what?
us.
But sometimes is it our time to go? Do we wear out our welcome without
There
even
you
wearing
go,
out our
Shawty.
welcome?
There you
You
go.
know what I'm saying? She's been on there a long time.
Yeah.
Even Rashida,
Yes. Yes.
y'all are the longest running. I see better. This should have catapulted you to a different level and doing more, doing something else. All them got, businesses, you know what I'm saying? But it's time to be private now. Do something that's going to
Raise those children.
Man, look, because I mean, Rashida, she's been on that a long time.
Okay, so even with that, we'll go into Jocelyn had a conversation with Carlos King and was asked about love and hip hop.
Right. Will she ever go
Rashida
back?
and Kurt.
Mhm.
The way that Jocelyn described Rashida, there was no shade. If Rashida got pissed off at what Jocelyn was
But
saying,
she was telling
she's
the
really
truth.
being really like kind of
Honest.
like too personal, because Jocelyn said everything that was a fact, and she said it all true.
Yes, it is.
I would not continuously be playing this way on the show, he would be in the dungeon, right? Like she said, if I'm messing with him, he would be hidden from the world. That's true. She said that Rashida is too above Love and Hip Hop. Why she's still there?
She
And you
is.
have to think about it. They're saying in the comments, well, who is Jocelyn? Jocelyn, tell the truth. Everybody was riding on Jocelyn's side, but they also were saying how Jocelyn has switched over to Zeus network
Oh,
and
yeah.
how she's on Zeus network acting, like a jungle over there, cutting
Yes.
up, fighting, all of that. But like she said, she owns her show.
Yeah.
She owns a show. And so with her making money moves on a higher level, she's saying, Rashida,
She has
pull
to be able
back,
to do the same thing.
pull back. It's not, it's like she said, hey, if they need me on there, I'll come on there and do a couple of episodes, but I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be the face of it. It
No.
needs to go younger. It needs to go younger. I'll do an appearance or two, but I'm not gonna
That's
be
true
the
though.
face of it no
And
more.
they gonna pay her to do those 2 appearances. So that's where those Erica Mena, Rashida, go create your own
Yeah.
TV
Go
show
create your
because
own
they can.
platform. You have a whole team. Y'all have a team. Y'all have people that will be willing to
To
work for you
watch
and
you.
bring you ideas. Y'all have a whole portfolio that you can go and get sponsorship and get
Mm-hmm.
help to
Yeah.
create whatever it is that you want to create, even if it's on a not so love and hip hop, beautiful level, with
Yes,
the
exactly.
color and all of that. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? In the budget,
Hey,
right?
the star with Tubi, baby. That's what
Right.
everybody's doing. Star with
That's
Tubi.
what everybody watching anyway, right?
Man, look.
They're watching Tubi and Zeus.
Yes.
They're not really watching VH1. They're watching Tubi and Zeus. So get in there, get
Yeah.
that money, get creative over there.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
and then you got to think of this: y'all in y'all 40s, y'all in y'all 40s. What you gonna do? It's about for TV wise.
Mm-hmm.
It's about done anyway. It's about teaching and passing it backwards now anyway.
Exactly.
Create
Yes.
something else. Do
Exactly.
something else. That's what I say. And
Well,
and lastly, so Spice had a conversation with Tamar, right?
oh gosh, yeah.
And so we'll wrap it up with that. The situation with Tamar and Spice was Tamar backpedal. First, Tamar said that she only met her one time. Then she said that when she got on the phone with Spice, she said she been around her or talked to her a couple of
She's
times.
like, you my
Which one
girl.
is
You
it?
know what I'm saying?
Which
She
one is
trying to
it though? Because you
right,
got you got her number. And so
right.
I feel like when people, and then when she's calling out I got 3, 4, 5 Emmys and I do this, I'm a
That
journalist.
don't have
That don't
anything
have
to
nothing to do with
do
it.
with the issue you talking about, Spice and Erica Mena's situation.
Yeah, exactly. And if you, what I'm gonna say about this about Tamar, she made a lot of sense though. You talk about my child, I'm gonna say something deadly.
Anything.
Ain't
Anything.
no rules in it,
No,
right?
it's
There's
not.
no rules in it. So at the end of the day, it's gonna be an action for your reaction,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you react, when somebody puts out an action, don't try to put on kid gloves when it comes to the reaction.
Exactly. Exactly.
No kid gloves when you act. When you act, you
Exactly.
prepare for the
You
attack.
must you must go ahead, go forward.
Yeah, exactly. Just go full force.
Go for the juggler, baby.
Right. Well, that's it for this
Oh
week,
my God.
y'all.
Thank you guys for listening and tuning in. And we appreciate y'all for watching us every Wednesday at 6 o'clock on the dot.
Yeah.
We love y'all for
Hit up
that.
our sponsors.
Yes. And you guys have a blessed rest of your night. See you next week.